guys, these little things here, so I'm just showing you a way, this is the way that you're expanding. I've unlocked a new area, and this is what will come up on your screen, these little flashing little light things, like little drops of sunlight. So you can just touch them and this little diggy thing comes up and you just dig. And look, you get rewards on all, pretty much all of those little lights that come up. A reward will come out from it. So you just dig away and get all the rewards. And that one there is to attack wild creatures by rallying with allies. A troop tunnel was needed. So now this is our troop tunnel. So this is another little building that we've got that we will need to upgrade. So as I've told you before, this little flashing ring that comes up all the time is the game teaching you how to play. So if you just touch it, it just shows you where you need to touch next, which you do, and it's telling you to dig a little trail there for your ants, and of course you want your ants to do it. Then a hammer comes up and you then build that. So now when you actually have you have allies or an alliance, that's what you will use your troop centers and what's it called? The troop center, is it? Troop tunnel, sorry, I'm sorry. The troop tunnel is where you'll get helpers to come and help you when you attack other animals that need more than one person, so they can come and help you. So that's that, and you just continue on opening up what these little things do, and you get rewards. And as I said before, with the spores that I just got then, keep hold of those spores. They are going to be worth your while holding on to. So now we've got another area, it's a habitat. So we are going to unlock this one as well. So press your little button and then click onto that. Yes. Click your hammer, build it. And this is your little area where you can mutate your ants when they get up to the higher level tier ants. So what you can actually do is you can, if you're up to like tier 6 or 7, you can tier up to tier 2 ants to tier 7 directly from here. So that's that little area there, which is your troop camp. And I will show you that in a second. So we'll keep plodding along and opening up all of these little areas. And then we've also got another little thing that we have, and this is the ladybug. So this here, yes, and then level him up. And this little ladybug here comes along, and you can actually buy stuff off them. So you click onto that, click onto her, and then you click on this trade one, and it's got stuff that you can trade with. So when you are in your early days of building and upgrading, you go through an awful lot of honeydew, an awful lot of mud and sand. So what I often find is I also always have a lot of fungi and water. So I tend to do a lot of trade with that. So I'm going to click on this one and buy it for water because I've got plenty of water. If you look up on my bar, there's plenty of water up there. I also am going to buy some of this wet soil because that is also another thing that I have in plenty of supply. So now my water level has gone down, but that's okay. It builds up pretty fast. And because I've leveled up very quickly, my water level goes up relatively quick. So that's some other little tips for you, like as you're navigating the game, and continue to hatch these soldiers because you want to have a lot of them. Not so much for now, but you will use them later. So I am still plodding along and just upgrading everything to level 5. And I'm almost there. I haven't got far to go. And it's mostly all your RSS and your depots. So your sand depots and everything else is going up. So the rest of the stuff you can kind of leave it for a little spell. And then we will get into that a little bit more. And I'll explain what they all do. So I'm pretty sure that most of the stuff that I have is up to level 5 of all my RSS little factories that I have. So my plant flora, etc. So that's the plant flora. It has the depot and the 2 little areas that it comes from are already at 5. I've now done my woodlouse as well, and this is my last one with my fungi or fungi, whatever you want to call it. I've done both of my aphids, they are already up, and my wet soil pile is up. I am just doing my sand pile, and then I need to upgrade my wet my soil depot up to 5 as well. So we're slowly getting there. And then, as I said to you before, if you click down at tasks, there's a little red dot there with a number 1 in it. It means there's something in there that you can claim. Build a ladybug habitat and trade, so you can take the reward. So that's basically the first part of this. So one of the other things I'd like to show you very, very quickly, and it's just simple, is that as I've showed you before about the soldiers, you can go outside, and where I am, you see this little ladybug here, I can go and attack that with my troops. So you click on attack and your units will come up, and my March unit is 2.2k. So the best thing to do is if you look at the thing that you're getting, it tells you exactly how much power that you need. So the power is here. Okay, so you've got plenty enough to catch that little bug. And we will march. There we go. There's my little ants going on their little merry way to get this little bug, and then you get some meat from it and some other things. So that's my little ant troop. It's not very big. We're just starting out. And then back we go. And because I'm nice and close to my hill, I can come back very quickly. Obviously, as you start, your ant speed's very slow, but you can improve on that. And that happens in the evolution trees, as I've gone through before. I'm pretty sure I did. I will make sure I did, and if not, what I'll do is if I have, I'm just going to put the link up in the corner there so you can go to that video if you haven't already watched it. So now I've gone back in there. I have a mail which tells me that I've invaded this ladybug, and I've got 5,404 meats, and I've got 10 creature remains. And the creature remains you want to keep as well, because that's in an evolution tree, but not to your much higher level. But it's best if you just keep them. Don't spend them yet. So keep those things, keep it in mind, the tips I'm giving you, because they will help. So while you're out here, if you click up over here next to these little swords, click on that. If you look over here where I'm touching now, there's this little beetle, and next to it there's a number. That's your stamina. That's how much stamina you've got left after fighting that insect. And when it gets down to 0, well, you basically have none. So my tip is to not go down to 0. You can go down to about 10 and then send your March units out to collect. So I will show you how to collect. So you can click on a bush and you can press gather, and then you click on your troop, and then you click on March, and it'll go out and it will start collecting that. And up here, over here, oops, it's a bit hard because every time I click on it, but you can see this little square which got bush level 2, and it's telling you how many's there and the gathering speed. So these little ants can gather it quite quickly. The lower tier ants are actually quite good at gathering, and I will get into a little bit more nitty gritty about this type of stuff when I get you to my bigger farm as I get past all of this kind of early stages. But there are lots of hints and tips to get the most out of it. So that'll sit there collecting, and the number at the bottom where it says gathered is the amount that your ants are collecting. So my suggestion is that if you go to bed and you've got a good 8 hours sleep, send your ants out collecting, because by the morning you'll have a reasonable amount collected. So I tend to look on my bar up the top and decide which thing I think that my ants need to collect the most. So for me, generally I go through a lot of the leaves, so I will leave them there, and I don't need to do much more with them. So I'm going to go back into my hill and finish off all of my leveling up to level 5. So I will get back to you on the next video when it comes up on all the exciting things that you do in this game. And I thank you very much for watching.